What's going on, guys? We are giving you the 60-day update on owning a motel, and unfortunately, I have bad news because the income went down and the expenses went way up. But we're gonna be completely transparent with you. We're also gonna answer all of your questions from the last video, and we're gonna see where we end up. But this has definitely been a bummer month, so fingers crossed next month goes better. And with that, let's jump into it. All right, we had a couple concerns with the last video. The first one was my cameraman. So we got this, we'll put a little picture for our stabilizer. We didn't use it that day, and so we were a little all over the place, but hey, we got it. The next one, oh, you guys gotta come check this out. I hope it's unlocked. If not, we will get Belinda to come open it up for us. But if you remember, we moved out of a room that could be used as a room, all of the linens into this room. And if you take a peek, look how this turned out. It looks phenomenal. We have all of this extra space on this side, and then Tanner, we'll have you come on inside here, and you guys can see we are looking like an actual legitimate operation here. So I'm really excited about this. All in all, we had to paint the exterior, redo it, fill it in, build this wall, build the cabinetry, and in total, that ended up being about $8,500 that we were into this project, which unfortunately was a little more than I expected. So first place, down $8,500. We're gonna write that down and come back to these expenses later because it's just starting to get painful. So if you come over here, we are gonna show you where we're at. Now, I am a little disappointed with where we're at on this unit. Reason being, I had to pull the guys off for a bunch of other projects that we're working on. And right now, this is just fill in. So we're moving a lot slower than we could or should be, but that's okay. So we have everything torn out in this room. It looks, I would say better, but it doesn't look better. We just got rid of all of the storage and everything else. We had to figure out where the water went because it was torn out and buried for the shower right here. But you can see the existing shower is still there, and we're actually gonna save this tile. I found a really inexpensive way that I am really excited about when you've got tile that's still in good shape, but you don't like the coloring of it. And in some of the rooms, we're gonna keep them the way that they are for a while, but this one, we're gonna have to re-tile on this side, and then we're gonna actually turn this white. I'll show you what we did in the other unit so that makes sense, but that's gonna be really cool. And if you look over here, we now have this cleaned out. We were able to get hot water to both the shower and the toilet. And Tanner, if you can squeeze in here, you can see we've got it all ready to now start from scratch and turn this back into the unit that it once was. This, I think I'm already into it. Let's say $3,000 so far with tear out and the work we've done. In total, it's probably gonna be around 10 grand on this unit as well. So if you guys wanna come down here, we'll show you the next thing. Now, the discouraging part is we are a lot of money into website, we're a lot of money into marketing, we're on booking.com, Expedia, Travelocity, all of these different sites, but there have definitely been some kinks getting that to work smooth. The other major bummer is we're at such a low price point that paying the additional fees makes us even lower when we've gotten those online bookings. And unfortunately, this time of year with not a lot of travel going on, we haven't seen a lot of online bookings coming in. So in the total month of January, we had 4 online bookings that were new. Now, we still had existing income from the business that was built before us, but we were able to add 4 bookings. Man, I don't know what it is. I always get indigestion right by these rooms. 4 new bookings that we wouldn't have got otherwise. So that was exciting, but in total, after fees and stuff, it ended up putting us at like $200 profit. So we got to bump up those numbers. But I wanted to show you in here, this is the unit that we did some fun stuff with. So come in, we'll turn this light on. In here, we decided we wanted to experiment with what we could do to the existing tile to save it. Now I'll show you some before pictures, but the way that this had been done, it had 2 different types of tile. And so now we have reglazed all of it. Now this was brown tile, this was white tile, or it wasn't white tile, it was like green and yellow here. So this was really mishmash and we wanted it to look good, but I wasn't sure I wanted to drop $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 to retile the whole thing. we're gonna be able to do this whole kit like we did here for about 1,500 bucks, and we're working on getting that price even lower. This was a test run, so my guys, this was new for them, but so this is what we're planning on doing a lot of the bathrooms as long as it works well. And the cool thing is it has a really nice glaze. It feels completely refinished. If we can save $5,000, $6,000 per unit and get all the bathrooms looking new, I'm gonna be stoked about it. Now, if you come in here, you're going to see that all of this has been redone. So we added a bedroom. This was at the end. This used to be storage. We found additional storage space with that middle that we added. And so we're able to turn this into a bedroom. And I think we're gonna do either one big bed or like bunk beds so that a family can rent this place and it'll be really, really nice for them. Now, there are a couple big questions we had. Number one, I got chastised for sharing the cash because of the jeopardy that puts my employees in. And looking back, that was a foolish decision. We have had a lot of cash come through, but what I decided to do is completely change the way we did things. So now the cash is directly taken to the bank and we get it out of here same day. And so there's never more than a couple $100 of cash on hand, and we have a safe system in a locked door. So I am not concerned about that anymore for those of you that were worried about cash. Now, the tenants that are paying in cash, that situation, I understand your concern. However, yeah, that's all I've got for you there. I think that the good part is one of the managers has worked as a bail bondsman, and so a lot of times he's very careful and particular about the people that he rents to, and a lot of times it's easier to pay with cash, especially if that's how you're making your money and other things. And so I'm feeling really good about the people we are putting in here. There's a little bit of sarcasm there, but overall I'm feeling good. The next major concern we had from a lot of you was, Chandler, why are you spending all of this money when you have massive vacancy? Right? If you've got all these vacant rooms, what good does it do you to fill them? Well, here's the thing. Motels like this are absurdly seasonal. So already after looking at the books, the previous owner of this property would have weekends, especially, and weeks in the summer that they were completely booked. During those windows, we're gonna be able to up the price, but having an additional 2 rooms and bedrooms that we've been able to add is going to drastically impact our ability to earn in the hot months. And so when we say a general vacancy, that's what the vacancy is because of the off months. Now, we're hoping to pump up the off months. This first month where we're marketing online, we got 4 more bookings. If we could get that up to 10, 15 bookings in the off season, but then keep ourselves completely full in the summer, it will have a dramatic impact on our ability to cash flow on this property. So that was one of the questions. I think those are the big questions that you guys had on the previous video. Now it's time to open up the books and show the damage from this month. All right, I remember the other complaints from the previous video. One of the complaints was, Chandler, we do not believe you because you're not showing us the legitimate numbers from your system or your processor. Well, I'm gonna show you the legitimate numbers so that you can't give me a hard time. First off, I'm gonna show you a spreadsheet, and he'll figure out how to put the spreadsheet up here. Again, it's numbers I plugged into the spreadsheet, but with the actual invoices or proof of payments so that you can see how that works. So this month in total, we brought in $9,952 on this property, which is a bummer because last month I think we were like 11 or 12,000. So big dip this month on the income that came in, even with that extra money from the online bookings, which is a bummer. The next thing, payroll. A lot of people were calling me out saying there's no way that payroll is what it is, but my cleaner and my managers live on site and get their rent for free, and that's deducted then from their payroll. So this isn't truly them getting paid for the hours that they're working, because a lot of that is taken away because their housing is completely covered along with utilities and everything else. So that part of the arrangement I'm not going to publicize, that's their private information, but you can trust me on the payroll that does go out. Ended up being $1,490. When it comes to my mortgage, including taxes and insurance, I pulled up the exact statement. Now this is a little off because they over collect and then pay taxes and insurance at the end of the year. I think realistically it's closer, or going to be closer, to the previous amount we said, which I think was like $3,700 or $3,800. But as of right now, to set reserves to pay those taxes and insurance, they are deducting $3,911. every single month from me. The next expense is utilities. Now this is where I made a big mistake because there were two utility bills, one for this side and one for that side. So originally I said utilities were only around $600 or $700. It's the winter, it's been cold, and so the bill is high. It's going to even out, and I've seen the summer bills, they are quite a bit lower, but with utilities, I've got internet, which is $220 a month, and only that side has internet. This side doesn't because of, it's a long story, it's a nightmare. So we're gonna have to figure that out and probably have those bills go up, but we paid $733 on one side, $835 on the other side. That left us with a profit of $2,763. That is not good. Now it's still in the green. However, we just dropped the money on this. We just dropped the money on that room. We just dropped the money on that. As of right now, I think we're already $20,000 in. We've got some other renovations we want to do, but we're in the red for sure. However, I'm very confident we're going to get things moving, and I'm hoping we have all of these systems dialed so that in the summer, this place is packed, and we have the potential to have $30,000 months if we can keep it consistently full in the summer. Now, would that take our vacancy up? Yes, but 100% full in the summer then is what yields those numbers of, hey, if we can get it to where it's 60% full year-round, 40% vacant, even getting to those numbers, having a big summer is going to make this thing an absolute cash cow. But I do have to report this month showing only $2,763, one, because my math was a little off on utilities, and two, because we had a slower month, is somewhat disappointing. All right, guys, there's one more thing I have to come clean on. I was torn on whether I wanted to share this on the video or not, but we did have a unit over here of someone that's been living, paying weekly. Most likely one of those cash people. I don't know what their situation is, if it was credit, getting proof for housing, whatever, but they've been able to pay $400 a month for the last 6 months. And so we have brought a ton of money in on that. However, after seeing the unit, it is going to be a complete and total gut job. The reason that I hesitated showing it, and I'm not going to show the actual footage, is it is so absurdly disgusting that it will be bad marketing for this motel if I show it. So we're already working on that. We're stripping it. That is urgent, and that's another reason this unit has taken the back burner, because that one's bad, and we want to get it cleaned up, because if people saw it, they might not want to stay here. So we're just gonna leave it at that. Maybe I'll show it down the road once we get this thing rolling, but I don't want any bad press out there. And if you guys enjoy these videos about the motel, let me know. Make sure you remember to like, subscribe, hit the little bell. And one last announcement, if you are a real estate investor, you're getting started out, you're wanting to scale, we are doing the coolest real estate investing event ever. We're gonna be racing exotic cars, we're bringing in some phenomenal speakers, we're gonna have good food, and it's all gonna be in Las Vegas, and we are getting really close to getting it filled. However, we still have spots, so if you're interested, click the link down in the description and join the wait list, and hopefully we'll see you there. And again, let me know your questions and comments. A lot of you opened my eyes to some things in the last video that we tweaked and changed that really are beneficial for the business, and so I appreciate that. Thank you for calling us out. Thank you for helping us figure it out, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. As usual, thanks for everything, and we'll see you next time.